I will tell you exactly why the 31st and the 30th of March are both going to be literally life-changing when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricornians. I will tell you exactly, because an amazing opportunity is going to arise. This particular opportunity is going to be the direct reflection and the direct karmic response to everything that was happening to you over the past 36 months. An incredible turning point, an incredible new stage, an incredible new option, an incredible new idea. This opportunity is going to be absolutely mind-blowing and very beneficial for you, Capricornians, in many different ways, my babies, in many different ways. The whole new stage is going to start here. The whole new opportunity is going to completely take over. This incredibly powerful little seed that you are going to plant is going to go a long, long way, my babies. It's going to go a long way. This is a particular and very important spiritual seed, because the spiritual seed is coming from the deepest point of yourself. You have learned a very important lesson over the last 7 years. You have learned very important journey. You have learned certain things about yourself, and this is going to provide you with this amazing turnaround, which is going to happen on the 30th and the 31st of March 2020. My gorgeous Capricornians, I'm not gonna stop here, my babies, at all. What are you gonna do here? It's basically going to be a ridiculously powerful moment. The decision that you're going to make, it's going to be life-changing in so many ways, but in particular, it's going to reflect on you, it's going to reflect on your life, and it's going to reflect on the lives of people around you as well. The opportunity that you're going to have, the new beginning that you're going to start, the new stage that you're going to begin here, it's going to take the further 7 months. The next 7 months are going to change. The next 7 months are going to be completely different to what you thought that they're actually going to be, because at the same time, this is going to be a refreshing moment in time. Because of this particular point, things are going to change, and the next 7 months are going to have the whole new perspective. This is coming through your own power, through your own promise, through your own creativity. Through your own creativity, you're about to find out a lot about yourself, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is a really important moment in time, and I can't even explain how significant this is actually going to be. It is also going to make, you make your life much better, and also, when it comes to the actual feeling restrained, when it comes to the actual stress, when it comes to anxiety, this is going to be the return of an absolutely wonderful balance. Yes, certain things didn't work out in the past, certain things were quite slow in the past, but for example, now, this is going to be a lovely turnaround, which is on another hand going to become quite adventurous as well. Very important moment in time to forgive. Look, it's saying forgiveness. It's a rather important moment in time when it comes to actual forgiveness, in particular on these 2 days, on the 30th and the 31st. This is all going to be part of this progress. This is all going to be part of this karma, and honestly, this is going to be so important that it's just also going to provide you with an additional opportunity, which is just going to make you wise, and it's ultimately going to provide you and your spiritual journey and your journey on this earth like much better, and it's just going to provide you with an advance that you wouldn't normally have. So this is why it's so important that on the 30th and the 31st, my lord, please, if somebody comes to you in your mind, if you're angry with something, with someone, just remember that this is your subconscious level. These are your spirit guides. These are your guardian angels trying to refresh your memory and trying to pinpoint down on those people and those situations that have created the negative points and negative stages karmically in your lives in the past. And now you're going to have one more opportunity to forgive and forget. I know it sounds bizarre. I know it sounds weird, but this is an ultimate little task that you are going to have at the same time. I know it's easy for me to say, yeah, forgive and forget. God knows what could have happened. But most certainly, this is about you. This is about your spiritual journey. And this is about you releasing yourself and letting yourself go by letting other negativities and negative feelings and negative situations that could have been caused engrossed by it, aside, leave it behind by forgiving and forgetting. I know it's easy for me to say, but this is an absolutely remarkable progress, of this journey is just going to be even better, and this is most certainly going to be your way, your path to success. The more forgiving you are, the more successful you are going to be later on. But in particular, over the next 7 months, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's important to forgive and forget, because you are going to be spiritually rebuilding yourself in many different ways indeed. But ultimately, you are going to just basically give so much power to your own spirit, and it's just going to jump on a rather advanced level, and you are going to be able to see the picture from a completely different angle. But most importantly, the more forgive and forget you do, my babies, over the next 7 months is going to be more important. Over the next 7 months is going to be a very important stage and a very important period, but it's going to be the direct reflection of what was happening in March, but in particular on the 30th and the 31st. As I said, you're going to start something, and this is going to change your life when it comes to the security and power and safety and the future planning. This is all going to be very important, and most certainly it is the start of a quite significant, life-changing, very powerful, very strong, absolutely remarkable in many different ways, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's a new beginning. You are going to plant an important spiritual seed that is going to take over, and it's going to make your next 7 months very important, very significant. And by the time we get to the actual 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, by the time we get to the actual October, this is going to be mind-blowing. The actual October 2020 is going to be absolutely full on when it comes to the expansion of your life, the expansion of your power, the expansion the expansion of your energy, but most certainly the next stage of this absolutely remarkable, superb new beginning that you're going to start right now. My Lord, let me just tell you one more thing, and I want you to understand this. It's not only about the 30th and the 31st of March, my babies. It's about the whole March, from the beginning, from the very 1st and the 2nd of March. You shall feel a rather different energy, very rejuvenating, lots of little butterflies inside you, lots of little butterflies within you that want to come out. This is nothing unusual. It's a wonderful time of the year, full of vibrancy and full of beautiful energy. And most certainly, when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricornians, it is going to reflect like there is no tomorrow. Absolutely fantastic, brilliant, and I'm getting very, very excited for you indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your monthly horoscope tarot card readings, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's for March 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, and it's for March 2020. And your number when it comes to the actual numerology is, of course, number 10. I mean, come on, my Lord. Number 10 is a very important number. It's a very solid time of the year, the time of changes, the time of important decisions, but these decisions are going to be coming from a completely different dimension. This is why they're going to be important, of a high relevance, and it's also going to kind of like awaken so much within you. It's a sacred moment in time, but also it is just going to be the time of the actual manifestation, the time of like you're going to be quite busy, you're going to find yourself like having a very active relationships indeed, but they're like about 3 people that are going to be playing an absolutely mind-blowing role in your life when it comes to making an important decisions, but also when it comes to like kind of having certain ideas, the actual certain idea, when you have the certain ideas, the certain like some influence is going to just be so perfect at the right moment in time. Somebody is going to be very influential, and it's going to confirm some kind of success for you. Number 10, it's an important number because it is just showing you that the actual month is going to be superb and very relevant when it comes to your own prosperity, your own security, and your own future planning. This month is going to change everything. It's not only that this month is going to change everything in so many different ways, but after this month, the things are just going to be like a very beautiful, the things are going to create the spirituality, beautiful, gorgeous chain, spiritual chain, which is going to last for the next further 7 months. You've got another rather powerful and very symbolic number when it comes to the actual number 7, and the fact that this is long, exactly 7 months. It's also very powerful, and it's to do with with angels, it's to do with the spirits, and there are a lot of reconnections and connections that you're actually going to feel this month. A lot of signs, you know, throughout the next 7 months is going to be beautiful, very wonderful when it comes to your subconscious mind, when it comes to the spirit guides, but in particular March, it's going to be absolutely remarkable. But because you're going to do something life-changing, and this particular month, it's going to be directly responsible for it. It's all about the actual prosperity, it's all about the security, safety, okay? An important matter, an important family matter is also going to be resolved as well. This is very important moment in time because I can see an inheritance. This is also an important moment in time when it comes to the actual inheritance. So if you didn't know that you're going to have inheritance now, most certainly you know you are. But also on another hand, if you haven't got anybody to leave you an inheritance, then this means that this is basically it's going to be a certain amount of money that it's going to come to you, that you know that it's going to come towards you, and it's just going to really nicely surprise you. But at the same time, some other people are going to be part of it as well. Number 10 also means an important decision you're going to make this month, which is mind-blowing, an important opportunity that you are going to have this month, and also an absolutely powerful, very, very powerful reward. There is an important reward that you are going to have this month, and it's going to be so good, so brilliant, because it's going to help you immediately to actually make a big change when it comes to the actual, your immediate environment, when it comes to your home, when it comes to doing something good, doing something big, doing something that you wanted to do for a long time. But you know, when you do this, when you make this change, other people are going to be influenced, and everybody's going to benefit from it so much. So therefore, something really beautiful and unselfish you're going to do, you're going to make, and this is going to make you feel so much better. This is going to make you feel so good. It's to do with the home, with the feeling great, with the feeling an absolute pleasure, peace, contentment, but most certainly it's to do with an honor. You're going to feel very honorable because of the certain reputation, and this is exactly what you wanted. This is exactly what you needed, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. What else is going to happen? You know, number 10 also means, in numerology I'm talking about, obviously, that number 10 also means it's a wise time you will find yourself at, you know, throughout this month. And you're going to be like, or maybe if you would laugh at something normally, you know, throughout this month, you're going to be like, oh, you're just going to see the different side of the moon, you know, like a different side of the situation. And this is so, you're all going to be like, ooh, you know, like a very, very wise, which is absolutely brilliant. This is not like just feeling wise, my babies. You are literally going to be very wise, and you're going to come to terms with something, yeah? You're going to come to terms with something, my gorgeous Capricornians, and this is so important because it's just so much to do with a sound judgment that you're going to get through all this wisdom. And this is so important because it's to do with the serene knowledge, but most certainly it's to do with the actual practicality, and it's to do with the part of your life that was keeping you very much so restrained. So something will need to go, something will go, some kind of realization that you will have, but it's to do with the part of your life that slowly came to an end, because now it's just dragging your energy out and it's bringing you down, which means that slowly it came to an end. So it's on you to kind of realize this and do some kind of action, adjustment or readjustment, and move on, basically. Very important moment in time, I have to say, because the March is just going to be directly responsible for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, to surrender to the divine. There are 4 things I want to say to you, 4 things I need you to pay attention to, and 4 things you're going to need to remember. Surrender to the divine. Work through your fears, my gorgeous Capricornians, okay? Conclusions are within reach. And number 4, communication is the key, okay? Very, very important, Capricornians. I'm going to say this again. These are the 4 things I need you to remember this month, because you are going to need them at around the mid-month and at around the end of the month. Surrender to the divine, okay? Work through your fears. conclusions are within reach, and communication is the key indeed. Very, very important. And what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Capricornians, you see this gorgeous moldavite is one of the most powerful crystals, probably one of the most powerful crystals indeed in the world. Very strong, very significant, very powerful when it comes to communication, when it comes to expressing ourselves, when it comes to protection against all sorts of negative energies, okay, when it comes to our spiritual growth, when it comes to our spiritual understanding, when it comes to the fact that we need like a little bit of guidance, my lord, my lord, my lord. And also on another hand, it's very good for success and prosperity, and all this at the same time. New life, new ideas, new changes, absolutely remarkable. These moldavites are quite difficult to get sometimes, especially like this particular little size. You see this, it's wonderful. It comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver like a little wire around, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, of course. But the moldavite is very powerful, and I suggest you to wear it throughout March and throughout April as well. But in particular, when you want to like a talk, important conversations with someone, when you want to get it right, you know, when you want to like have a little bit of that Vauvumish feeling power when it comes to prosperity, and attach yourself to this particular energy even more, this is something that I highly suggest you to wear indeed. And as I said, it comes with sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, so this is now basically what else I was going to say, Capricornius. Yes, when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to your health, it is very important just to make sure that you have a work-life balance as much as you can. That is, of course, if you are working. If you are retired, just make sure that you're doing some kind of like an exercise. Some kind of exercise is going to be very important, because it's all about getting things right through work-life balance, just to having that balance right in between the spirituality on whatever you do. So this is something that you're going to benefit from like there is no tomorrow. I do see a little bit of cold and flu symptoms indeed, like, so I highly suggest you to get, again, I know, organic acerola cherry powder, 1 liter glass in the morning, glass of water, teaspoon, mix it up, drink it in the morning. And organic acerola cherry powder, exactly the same thing in the evening before you go to sleep. And this is going to provide you with a rather whopping vitamin C, high vitamin C indeed, and it's natural. You know, I recommended organic acerola cherry powder millions of times, but it's going to be something that is going to be rather beneficial when it comes to your cold and flu symptoms. So 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening before you go to sleep, but at least 1 in the morning, okay, at least. And this is going to help you a lot. And also I can see a little bit of sensitive chest, like a head. This is all part of like the cold and flu type of infections. Another things I want you to take, I need you to take, and make sure you're taking natural deodorant without aluminium, because you will be sensitive to aluminium. So natural deodorant without aluminium, please. Inside your mouth, it's again, I've seen this before, Capricornius, but inside your mouth, it's again going to be sensitive. So just make sure you're using a natural toothpaste without fluoride, natural organic aloe, it doesn't have to be organic necessarily, but it would be preferable, but aloe vera and tea tree toothpaste without fluoride, and the same with the mouthwash, aloe vera and tea tree without fluoride. This is something that is going to help with your mouth. And also organic acerola and cherry powder are also going to help you with the gum healing at the same time. And one more thing, make sure that you are taking vitamin D, or you can get it from the sun if there is a sun wherever you are. Otherwise, get natural product with natural supplement vitamin D without any horrible ingredients or without any anti-caking agents, or you can get it like in organic free-range eggs. You can get a quite nice amount of vitamin D, for example. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, just check with your doctor, check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Capricornians, or not. Now, the very first date that I was going to say to you that is going to be rather relevant and quite important, it's actually going to be on the 2nd of March. Now, the 2nd of March is going to be one wonderful day, very bright bright, very powerful, very energetic. You are going to feel part of the whole picture, but you're also going to be part of the completely different dimension. This is going to refresh you in so many different ways. It's going to refresh your mind. It's going to refresh your energy, but most importantly, there is going to be a significant message that is going to arrive at the same time, and that message is going to be make you realize the certain recognition, you know, and this is going to make you feel very honorable, because immediately you're going to feel a great fulfillment. You're going to feel rather vavamumish, rather cocky, but in the best possible way cocky. And this is to do with your capability. It's to do with the triumph, you know, it's to do with the fulfillment that you're going to feel. But most certainly it's boiled down to the reward from hard work, success, and the wonderful admiration of others, which is going to lead towards ultimate change, my babies, ultimate change. In fact, the 2nd of March is going to have a direct connection, and it's going to be highly and strongly connected to the 31st of March and the 30th of March. The 30th and the 31st of March, what I said at the beginning, the 2nd of March is going to be very much so very connected to it, and you will see exactly what I mean, because you're going to knock on the certain door here, and you will see, my babies, you will see. On another hand, the 2nd of March, it's also going to bring you a wonderful success, you know, when it comes to gain, when it comes to overcoming certain obstacle and challenge as well. This is wonderful because it's going to be very much so advantage for you, victorious moment in time, and there is a negotiation that you're going to have, and I really like it, because this is also a good day to actually have some kind of negotiations if you want, because you're going to end up so much better. You're going to end up with so much more. You're going to end up so much more successful indeed, because you're going to realize here that it's also an important time, because you're going to have a significant improvement, and this is to do with your development. This is to do with your promotion. This is to do with you taking your life on the whole new level indeed, but it's so much so to do with the actual outcome of the past effort and beautiful time of the moment, a time of unfoldment, which is going to lead and start the beginning of a very powerful moment in time when it comes to your own rebirth. The second important date, my gorgeous Capricornians, is going to be the 16th of March. Oh Lord. Now the 16th of March, it's very quite good, because something that you waited, you know, something that you were kind of waited in anticipation is going to take place here. And that particular thing that you waited in anticipation, it's so important, because it's also going to be the beginning of your gorgeous, beautiful, stunning butterfly momento. This gorgeous butterfly momento. It's also going to be the time of your transformation, my gorgeous Capricornians. Indeed, this is going to be the time of your transformation, and I'm so happy, because almost immediately there is going to be a very beautiful moment that it's actually going to take place. You're going to start feeling really good, you're going to feel really important, and it's immediately going to kind of make you feel like you want to kind of explore things, you want to be quite a little bit of adventurous, and it's so brilliant, because it's also going to be the time when you're just going to start feeling so energetic, and at the same time an important apprenticeship is going to take place. Certain apprenticeship is going to take place. You are going to be challenged a little bit. Oh yes, you are going to be challenged a little bit, but I just have to remind you, you need to remember to stay committed to the task at hand. Remember, you're a little butterfly, and you're going from the flower to flower, from flower to flower, and that's all you need to do, okay? So just remember to stay committed to the task at hand, because you are at the same time going through an amazing, mind-blowing transformation. This is so important, I will say, because it's also going to be like an absolutely wonderful, mind-blowing motivation that you're going to have at the same time. This is a highly important time. Look at this. When it comes to your own illumination, you see this, Capricornians? When it comes to your own illumination, you will want to test the waters, and you are going to do something, and it's going to surprise you, and that is also going to be a remarkable moment in time when it comes to you feeling like, ooh la la. Naughty, but in the best possible way naughty, because there is going to be the significant time of exploration that you will feel, but you will not be able to tell where is it coming from. And this in itself, pam pam pam, is just going to highlight the certain idea, the certain progress, the certain point about yourself that you need to pay attention to. And this is also going to happen, it's going to come at a moment in time when you see the certain sequences of numbers repeating in between the 16th and 17th of March, 16th and the 17th of March, whichever sequence or number of numbers you see repeating, just make sure, my babies, my babies, my babies, just to see around you, immediately look around you, see what you feel drawn towards. And that in itself is going to help you to make a strong connection, and it is going to be part of the beautiful picture which is later on going to make sense to you, and it's going to help you to decide really big and rather important decision, which is going to be followed by an opportunity of your lifetime indeed. The third important date, my gorgeous Capricornians, is going to be on the 31st of March. Now the 31st of March, I see a little naughty person here, a little snaky in a grassy. But then, hey, you know, it's a little bit of deception here and obscurity, and I don't like this person, somebody very naughty here, very low energy, very dark energy, like very low energy, you know, and I don't like it, but it's just so important, because at the same time this is going to be great for you, because it's going to help you to avoid some kind of a stupid and terrible situation that you would probably have to go through if this didn't happen. So there are a couple of naughty people, actually, a couple of little snaky in a grassy that are going to be actually revealed, which means that these are part of the people of some kind of process that you started, but it's just like some kind of toxicity as well at the same time. But the problem is, no, it's not a problem, it's brilliant actually. The good thing is that an important lesson will be learned before there could have been some kind of danger or some kind of wrong direction taken. So the bottom line is an important lesson, it's actually going to be learned, and you are going to step away from the situation that could normally damage you. So this is absolutely brilliant, and it's an important moment in time when it comes to your own the actual flexibility, and when it comes to the own action, and when it comes to your own energy, because most certainly you're going to have a little bit of readjustment, and this is going to do so good for you, because it's going to help you to look at the situation from a little different angle. So this is going to be brilliant, because it's actually going to work rather beneficial for you, and it's going to help you, so much when it comes to the certain awakening, of certain realization. But also on another hand, it's going to be brilliant when it comes to the profit and improvement. So this is most certainly going to be the moment in time which is going to be absolutely great, and it's going to lead towards an important adventure, an adventure that is actually going to happen. It's going to put you in touch with the people, and put you in touch with the group of people, put you in touch with the dimension where you normally wouldn't be, and that is also going to require from you certain realization, which is just going to kind of make you think in a slightly different way. But most importantly, it's going to take your mind somewhere else, and then when you're asked something, you're going to respond in a slightly different way. This is going to come from deep within you, from a completely different dimension, guided by your guardian angels, and it is going to be different, but most certainly it's going to start something, new dimension, new direction, but through the actual adventure. Absolutely wonderful what is going to come out of the daring situation, in a way where you respond in a slightly different way, and this is just brings you so many more flowers that you would normally have. Absolutely fantastic and very fascinating indeed. So now let me just get rid of this cardis that I had here. Capricornius, 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 pam 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 pam, Capricornius, Capricornius, fantastic. When it comes to the actual the beginning of March, this is absolutely wonderful, because spiritually you're gonna grow so much. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. There are lots of connections with your subconscious mind mind that you're going to have. So therefore, you will be remembering your dreams so much more. And it's very important to try to pay attention to what's the very first thing on your mind from the 1st of March all the way until the end. There is so much that is going to be given to you. There's so many informations that you're going to be told. There's so many different situations that you will go through in life by realizing these informations that you will have the very first time as soon as you open your eyes in the morning. I highly suggest you to get something like, look at this gorgeous labradorite, absolutely wonderful. And if you want to connect to your subconscious mind, if you want to connect to the actual multiple universe and multiple dimensions around you, if you want to remember your dreams, it is going to be a very vibrant stage throughout March where lots of informations are going to be revealed to you, because this is your time of the year of your growth, spiritual growth indeed anyway. So labradorite is absolutely wonderful when it comes to the actual spiritual growth. It helps you to connect to your dreams, connect your spirit guides, connect your angels, and it also helps you to understand your spiritual path and journey even more. And it helps you like in the situations when you're quite indecisive. On one hand, it protects you. On another hand, it really helps you to have a stronger connection with your spirituality and with your angels, with your spirit guides and things like that. I really highly suggest you to have this little labradorite throughout March and April. Every single time when you want to connect a bit more, you want to connect a bit deeper and understand your spiritual journey from a slightly deeper angle. If you would like to get this beautiful labradorite, then the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel. But the beginning of March is going to start absolutely brilliant with the realization like, oh my God, something that you always wanted to do, now it's going to become an option. Now it's not only just going to become a dream, but it's going to become an option, and it's going to lead towards a wonderful new exciting new beginning. It's so important to say that this is when you're going to realize how much your life is going to change, how much your life is going to expand, and it's most certainly going to bring you and you're going to make you realize like so many different opportunities that you wouldn't normally have, and they're going to start unfolding and happening in front of your very own eyes. It is going to be wonderful, swift change indeed, and that in itself is going to bring you so much strength. That in itself is going to help you to see the completely different perspective, and that is so powerful because it's the time of invocation, focus, the highest radiance that you felt in a long time, which is also going to re-energize you and start a really wonderful and important point of the unfoldment, which is going to activate you in so many different ways, and it's going to bring you harmony, and most certainly an annoying problem is also going to come to an end. A certain self-denial about what's making you sad, you know, is just also going to require from you to shed a little bit of light on and make an important decision. This is to do with emotions, this is to do with your life, and this is to do with you enjoying yourself, but also reaching a quite wise level of your spiritual path in order to look at the pictures from this angle. Very, very important, and you will see exactly what I mean. It's the great moment in time when it comes to your own awakening, spiritual awakening, and there is an acceptance that you are going to have. An acceptance that you are going to have, it's going to be so significant when it comes to your past, when it comes to your childhood, when it comes to the things that you used to do, used to did, maybe something that you didn't forgive yourself. It's important because most certainly by the time we get to the second part of March, this is going to be directly responsible for you being adventurous and for you being daring, but it has got that connection with the childhood and with the past. But it's just all the power of your mind and thoughts and realization that is actually going to help you energetically to get to this stage. It's so important to say that you will have a situation where you're going to be quite daring, and full right, so it's brilliant because you will say, oh my God, something is going to take place, and it's going to make you realize that you've got more resources to move on than you possibly need. Listen, Capricornians, this is important. Capricornians, pam, 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 pam. Capricornians, dun, 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 dun. Capricornians. Now, this is important because you will be wondering something. You will be doubting yourself. You will be bringing yourself down just a little bit by preventing yourself from moving on, by preventing yourself from flying, by preventing yourself from going from flower to flower. And this is what your mind does. You're very powerful. You're very particular when it comes to the power, to the connection, and to the energy of your mind when it comes to the actual projection and manifestation. That's why you just have to be as open-minded as you can. So this is important, because you're going to realize, like, oh my God, I've got more resources than I need in order to move on, because you will be doubting yourself, and then you're going to have a moment, oh my God, this is brilliant, this is brilliant, this is brilliant. And this is why this is going to change in March. And it's important because you're going to make a powerful decision. This is going to be connected to the certain appeal. It's going to be connected to the certain request. It's immediately going to be connected to the certain challenge, but you're going to do so well, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's so important because at the same time you will be absolutely praised by the certain person who is very honorable in your life. Absolutely important to you, because this is going to mean everything. It's something that you were waiting for, something that means to you so much. The praise by the right person is just at the same time going to be your sign. At the same time, this is going to be important moment in time when it comes to that certain authority, and you will know that there is that abandonment is going to happen. Now the mid-March, it's also going to make you realize, like, ooh la la, you will move on, you will move on, you will move on by expanding your mind, by thinking further, by taking different things on, by taking new things on, by starting to expand where you are right now, and just see it from there where you can go next. It's important because that it's all going to happen after you make an important abandonment, which means that something is going to come to an end, my gorgeous Capricornius. And it's important for you to realize there's so much like it's important to start something brand new, because karmically this is going to be heavy, but in an important way heavy, because instinctively you will be very powerful. So you're going to use that energy to the best of your abilities indeed. By the time we get to the last part of March, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, you see, it is all about the actual good news that you're going to have. There is going to be a remarkable news that you're going to have at the end of March, and this is going to be so good for you. It is something that is going to prove to you the actual certain wake-up call. This is at the same time going to become a wake-up call, and it's immediately going to provide you with a vision. Absolutely remarkable vision that you are going to have, because your intuition is going to be absolutely fantastic, and your intuition is going to be directly responsible for the situation that is going to unfold at the end of the month. You are going to come to terms with some kind of stage in such a way where you will want to kind of like make a certain input, but the actual outcome, the way you're going to do this, is just going to kind of feel differently. The way you're going to react to this problem, to this issue, some kind of problem that you're going to have, you're going to react to it slightly differently. And this is coming deeply from all these things that you have been throughout the actual March. So you will spiritually grow so much. So this is going to be one more surprise that you're going to have with yourself, because there are a couple of things that are going to be available to you, and you will choose something. You will go for something slightly different. This is nothing unusual, and it's the part of the spiritual progress, because what it happens is just you surprise yourself towards the end, towards something big happens. And this is normally happens before quite important spiritual unfoldment, which most certainly is going to last for a while, but it's going to have such a beautiful impact on you and on your life, my gorgeous Capricornius. It's going to be a remarkable opportunity at the end of the month that you're going to have, and it's literally going to change your life. This remarkable opportunity is going to be, on one hand, a wake-up call. On another hand, it's going to really be good for security and power, and then again, it's just going to give you so much motivation and this is going to happen at the right moment, at the right time, and it's just going to be absolutely one of the most refreshing and the most beautiful things that you have done in a long time. The whole new sense of direction you're going to have, and the whole new direction is actually going to be revealed, and this is going to be something absolutely remarkable indeed. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Capricornius. And I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you that are actually in relationship. It's just an important moment in time, you know. It is like your partner is going to have a very good success actually coming, and your partner is also going to have a remarkable news that you're both going to be absolutely delighted about. Something that you've been waiting, something that you have been hoping for, and something that's also going to take turns slightly earlier. So it's going to come with an element of surprise when it comes to the actual timing, but most certainly it's going to be a brilliant news that your partner is going to have, and it's going to surprise your partner and then both of you. But it's to do with the safety, it's to do with the safety matters, also family matters. So some kind of problem is also going to come to an end, but most importantly it's going to be a step in the right direction, and it's going to provide you with an option and with an opportunity to kind of speed things up a little bit. So it's going to be so much closer to what you wanted to do. An important news, an important idea you're going to have, but also a very, very important decision you're both going to make, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is an important moment in time because it's the certain safety, you know, that you've both be waiting for, and this is going to help you so much to move on from the negative stage in your life that you've actually had. You know, when it comes to the certain security and power, and maybe there's certain, you know, lots of hard work, maybe some kind of struggling what's taking place, you know, maybe there wasn't enough balance, you know, when it comes to the energy in between you two. This is important because most certainly it's going to reflect on your emotions in a superb way indeed. Okay, an important decision you will make, okay? And it's so much to do with the bright prospects, you know, new beginnings, you know, new stage, new things to look forward to, but also to make like a necessary changes. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you Capricornians that are single and ready to mingy. Ooh la la, stranger in the night, Capricornians in the morning, na 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 na, stranger in the night, ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Stranger in the night, Capricornians in the morning. Now this is important, I'm not even joking. This is seriously going to be so important this month when it comes to you enjoying yourself, when it comes to you flirting, when it comes to you having a great time. It is going to be the return of the flirty you, my gorgeous Capricornians. I can see you having a lots of great time. I can see you having a great power. I can see you having a great energy. I can see you mingling with people and absolutely enjoying yourself like there is no tomorrow. There is so much that you're going to learn this month, my lord, about yourself. So many people you're going to meet this month. So many connections you're going to have this month. This is going to reflect on you so beautifully when it comes to the actual ideas. Lots of little ideas you're going to have, but something also that you didn't know, it's going to be quite revealed to you with an aspect of like surprise, because it's going to be to do with something that you're completely aware of. So there's a little secret that you're also going to be told this month, but this is all important and it's all part of this progress. This is what you're going to be getting and revealing and receiving while you're out, while you're enjoying yourself, while you're meeting people. There are lots of flirting that you're going to have, but in particular quite a few possibilities you will have. Naughty Capricornians, behave. Quite a few possibilities you are going to have, and I really like it because there is going to be certainly like a new you coming out, new energy coming out, new feeling towards things, you know, around you, and most certainly new approach, you know, towards people, because you're going to feel so much more free, so carefree, you know, throughout this March. It's wonderful because of lots of negative energy is going to shift as well, but most certainly someone very special is going to come through. Someone very special is going to come forward. Quite a few people you're going to meet, you're going to be flirting back, and it's going to be brilliant. They're going to flirt with you. You're going to like it because they're going to be really good looking. But there is one in particular that is just going to, oh la la, really become a part of your journey, really become a part of your dimension really become a part of your direction, and you will want a bit more of a womanish feeling around that person. And this is just the beginning. This is indeed just the beginning. Someone very special you're going to meet, and it's going to take one step at a time, but most certainly there will be an absolutely remarkable connection you're going to have, and you're going to feel, you're going to sense once you meet this person. So therefore you will know exactly who this is, because you will want to know more about this person. You're going to feel like Vavumish indeed. So most certainly, you see this, you're going to feel like that. I feel Vavavumish. Most certainly you're going to feel Vavavumish in many different ways, and this is going to be the beginning of something very special indeed, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is going to be something very special, because this person is going to be here to stay, and it's going to make an absolutely wonderful, mind-blowing impact on your life later on, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you, my gorgeous Capricornians. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing and light to every single one of you. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.